When I was 17, I was police escorted out of my high school prom before even entering it because of something that I didn't even do. Every once in a while, years later, the story still comes to mind because of how stupid it all was. And it was all because of the student government teacher who had it out for me. And to set the stage, me and my date were both in student government. So we regularly interacted with this guy and planned the dance under his supervision too. So we were all kind of collaborating on this thing together, but this guy just hated me. So we go to the dance and we just had so much energy in line before even going into the dance, getting our tickets scanned. And the teacher, the student government teacher, I'll never forget the way that he condescendingly smirks to himself while lowering his head and gesturing for me to come over to him. And he just nods his head so disappointingly and just tells me, Ryan, just tell me, how many drinks have you had tonight? And I'm like, what? At this time, I haven't even drank alcohol yet. I was so sheltered. I was just so shocked by his question because we were just excited to be there. And I was like, none. And he obviously didn't believe me and also thought that my date was obviously drunk because of how much energy she had as well. So he pulls us out of line and escorts us to the police that are there at the venue for security. And then in front of the entire class, the police breathalyzes us and it was 0. And at this point, the student government teacher was still so convinced that we must have been under the influence of something that he was convinced that we must have been on stimulant drugs. He thought we were on speed. And he said that we have 2 options. We can either go to the police department and get blood tests, or we could go home. So then after, me and my date, instead of going to prom, had my mom take us to In-N-Out. So I think the takeaway from this that I still think about is how it's so interesting how there are adults out there who can voluntarily choose any career that they want. And they would intentionally pick one where they're around children only to torment them. Which is so mind-boggling to me, how much of a vendetta this guy had. Not just in this one isolated instance, but just throughout the school year, making the rudest comments just to spite me. But yeah, that's something that every once in a while comes into my mind.